Hello. I think the implications for child development with social work is important in understanding the child development. When you're working with families, it's important to know, where should a child be from 0 to 1.5? Where should a child be from 1.5 to 3? And if you know the proper stages and where developmentally a child should be at an early age, it helps us work with the families if the child is for some reason maybe behind on their gross motor skills or behind on their communication. It can help the social worker work with the teachers, work with maybe neighbors or caregivers or anybody around who's impacting the child's life, can help the social worker kind of get the child up to date or on track with the developmental aspect of their life. I think from 0 to 5, you're really setting that groundwork and that foundation for the child's life. And I think if they're developmentally slow from 0 to 5 and you don't catch up, it then makes it harder to go 8, 9, 10 and then into junior high. So I think as social workers, if we don't know the stages or where the child should be developmentally, then it then becomes harder to help the child as best as we can, even if we're just working with families, or more importantly, if we're working with the child directly. I think the ASQ is a good tool to use for the populations in the Southwest. I think it's important. The questions are very direct and to the point. Have your child draw these letters, have your child hop on one foot, have your child do this, this, and this, and then you rate them on a scale. And I think it kind of sets the tone very easily on where the child should be developmentally. And if they fall below that scale, you know what you have to work on. What portions of the questionnaire did the child score low on? Was it his gross motor? Was it his fine motor? Was it problem solving? And different kind of sections, and then you can focus on that section. If they scored a 20 on one section but a 60 in their communication, then you'll work on the section that was a 20%. And I think it helps the parents in this area kind of see, oh, my child's behind in this area, but they're doing great in this area, and kind of guide, if you will, the child for the next couple of years. What I learned from this experience was combining, well, first I learned how to work with children. That was never something that I thought I was going to do. I really want to work with the elderly or something, maybe high school age children, but kind of learning the developmental stages from 0 to 5 was interesting for me. Interviewing a child at the age of 5 was interesting for me. It's kind of not my cup of tea or my area of expertise, that's for sure, but I learned to be patient, and I learned to just kind of ask the questions as they go along and let the interview flow. But I also learned to match or mirror the questionnaire with the biopsychosocial while writing the paper, and how that really helped get the client on a holistic level, or the child in this case, and it helped me see my client on all aspects. Where was my client developmentally? Okay, now where was my client biologically or psychologically or socially, and were they kind of on the right track? And it kind of made a clearer picture, if you will, for the worker or for the helping professional, as well as for the parent or the child as well. So I think, as a whole, the assignment was really beneficial to me, and again, it taught me a lot about children and kind of broke that wall down that I've had for so many years, and I enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much.